All right, then the next game up here is the 49ers at the Bears. And the Bears, folks, they were looking good offensively, but the 49ers kind of figured it out at the kind of final drives in the fourth quarter, and that's why they get a kind of an 11-point win that kind of looks like a blowout, even though the Bears were real competitive this entire game. And once again, we give a lot of credit here for this Bears team of getting it done without Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy was holding this Bears team back. They got out to some real great starts offensively here, scoring-wise, folks. They scored on every single possession the Bears did in the first half. A field goal on their first drive, a touchdown on their second drive, a field goal on their third drive, eating up the clocks and going on long drives. First drive, 10 plays, 56 yards, 5 minutes off the clock. Second drive, 14 plays, 69 yards, 5 minutes, 48 seconds off the clock. Third drive, 18 plays, 57 yards, 8 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock. That was a real good start to this Bears team. They were in control. They had the lead. They could do whatever they wanted out here, and we haven't seen this by Matt Nagy all season. I don't think the Bears all season have scored on every single drive in the first half under Matt Nagy play calling and leadership as the head coach. So this Bears team may think about moving off of Matt Nagy. He's holding them back. John Gruden was holding the Raiders back. Matt Nagy is holding this Bears team back. Justin Fields is too special to be held back, unfortunately. And then out of halftime, scoring a field goal as well. 14 plays, 57 yards, 6.5 minute drive, controlling everything. It's just unfortunate. Justin Fields was using his legs to his advantage all game long, which is really what he should be doing. He is a dual threat quarterback who can throw on the run, who's really, really quick, folks. He's top 3 running quarterbacks in just pure speed. I think he's a little quicker than Patrick Mahomes, folks. So you put him on the same level as Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. I don't think he's quite as fast as them, but I would put him at number 3 over Patrick Mahomes. Or I guess we would have to say number 4, because Deshaun Watson, I think, is a little quicker than Justin Fields as well. But I mean, still 4th best running quarterback in this league. That's still good, and you're still serviceable. I mean, you're an actual dual threat quarterback. You're not like Patrick Mahomes. He utilizes his legs. It's not a huge opponent to his game where he's looking to kind of run for 50 to 100 yards every single game, where Justin Fields had 100 yards rushing this game. Yes, 100 yards rushing. So overall, it was just clicking with this Bears offense. They were allowing Justin Fields to do what Justin Fields does, which is run and pass, and it all came together and was competitive. Now, unfortunately, the 49ers kind of clicked it up when they needed to. The Bears find themselves down one possession, 30-22, with 8 minutes left. Then the Bears, their next drive right here, they have to punt because they find themselves behind the sticks right here, because on 3rd and 10, Justin Fields gets sacked for 14 yards. So that's really kind of what sealed the game. Yes, they win with Justin Fields' legs, but they also died by it while he got sacked for a 14-yard loss. And then the 49ers kick a field goal, and that puts them up 2 possessions with only a minute and 50 seconds left. Justin Fields tries to hit a home run pass to try to bring them in the game because, I mean, you only got a minute and 50 seconds to put up 2 scores. You're going to try and score quickly for the onside kick, and then he throws the interception. So just unfortunately, you're going to live and die by Justin Fields' legs. I mean, that's what he is as a quarterback. And I would feel good about, living more times than I die by Justin Fields' legs, but you must give him the opportunity, play calling wise, schematically wise, to do that. And they did that for the Bears last night. So we liked what we saw from the Bears. Unfortunately, they lost, but how they lost, it's still giving us good confidence in Justin Fields as the quarterback. We just don't like Matt Nagy, and this is once again proved this week. So, Justin Fields goes 19 of 27. 19 of 27. We get 70% completion percentage for 175 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. But the pick came, like we said, garbage time, trying to come back down 2 possessions with 2 minutes left. The game was over. He was just giving it a chance because you're going to give it a chance. Who cares if you lose by 1 point or 20 points? The end is the same. You lose, you start fresh next week. It's like we don't care about that interception. And then Justin Fields, leading rusher, 10 carries for 103 yards, and he scored a touchdown himself. And Khalil Herbert, their running back, 23 carries for 72 yards, so he was able to get it done as well. So Justin Fields in the run-pass game was truly getting it done. Who was he throwing to? Darnell Mooney, leading receiver. Thank goodness this is back to being Darnell Mooney or Allen Robinson as the leading receiver. 6 catches for 64 yards. Jesse James, 3 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 32 yards. Cole Kmet, 3 catches, 24 yards. Allen Robinson, 3 catches, 21 yards. So the overall offense was kind of clicking and moving the ball. They were putting up the points. They were competitive. They had the lead, 13-6. 16-9 coming out of halftime. They made it a 23-22 game with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Just unfortunate. They lose by 11. Unfortunately. All right, and now the 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo, can everybody get off his back a little bit? Please, he should be the starting quarterback probably for the rest of the season. And then in the offseason, if Trey Lance is truly kind of improving and looking better, then yeah, make it a competition come next season. I think you rock with Jimmy Garoppolo for this season, though. He went 17 of 28, which is only 60%, but he threw for 322 yards on 17 completions. He's not the dink and dunker. He's ready to air it out, ready to hit the big plays and all that. So no touchdowns, no interceptions by Jimmy Garoppolo, no fumbles as well. This is what, Jimmy Garoppolo does when it's not downpouring, torrential downpour. So remember, all those turnovers last week, we never gave that any credit because it was pouring, it was downpouring, it was raining, it was pouring, the old man was snoring, it was raining cats and dogs all over the place. So yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo is still good in our eyes, and we'll probably break down this game on Wednesday's film study to watch Jimmy Garoppolo and Justin Fields without his head coach and all that. So we'll break this game down a little bit more on Wednesday, but we're still good on Jimmy Garoppolo, folks. Scored the touchdown right here in the fourth quarter to extend the lead to 8 instead of just 1, and then get into field goal position and make it an easy field goal after a punt by the Bears to really turn it into a 2-possession game and ice it. So still give credit to Jimmy Garoppolo, folks. Eli Mitchell, the running back here for the 49ers, got it done tremendously as well. 18 carries for 137 yards and a touchdown. Absolutely fantastic. And who was Jimmy Garoppolo throwing the ball to? We had Deebo Samuel, 6 catches for 171 yards, and one went big for like 80 yards. Fell just like 2 yards short, so that's why Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't get credit on the passing touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 3 catches, 59 yards. Brandon Ayuk, 4 catches, 45 yards. Once again, utilizing all of his actual wide receiver pieces, not looking to dink and dunk to the running backs and the tight ends. Going for it, trusting his weapons, moving the ball down the field. That's why we like Jimmy G. JaMychal Hasty, 2 catches, 29 yards. And Kyle Juszczyk, 1 catch for 11 yards. So overall, real good game. This is not a game that we should be falling off on the Bears. A good game to kind of rebuy this 49ers team as well. Really good game all around offensively, defensively. A good, solid game by everybody that really shouldn't change anybody's opinion too much. I know the media's kind of off on the 49ers, so maybe we should change the media's mind on the 49ers a little bit. But our thinking on Jimmy G, he's good, he's serviceable, he can win games. He is the best fit for this 49ers team right now. So the 49ers get the win 33-22.